spirit, that I'm praising and I'm worshiping and I'm trying to reach back to a people that have been forgotten about. Even when people be like, you don't say nothing else. I have enough love in me to say, man, I gotta say something else. If I don't say nothing else, then it's gonna get worse, man. It's gonna get worse and worse if I don't stand up and say nothing. See, somebody gotta say something about all of this, what a person go through, and people going through much worse than what I'm even saying right now. And I want to encourage you all that's going through something in the hood, straight up. Don't give in. Don't give up. Even if your father walked out of your life, you understand, and told you, or your mama told you, you would never amount to nothing. And then when you came back to them and kept trying to show them, like, look, I accomplished something. I did become something. I did do what you didn't want me to do. You understand? Some people don't want you to do certain things because they don't have no full understanding, no full comprehension on what your purpose is. See, when I came to the realization that I'm serving God, that kind of went against what everybody else thought about. They thinking like, dang, we gave you options. You can go do this, that, and the other. And when I chose not to do neither, they felt like, dang, you just let us down. We thought you were going to do the negative. And when I turned the negative into a positive, they were confused. I grew up where I had to be the leader. I had to lead them more so than them leading me. And that was funny to me. It's funny today when I think about it, when you had to lead other people. I was doing my dad's job a lot of time when I had to go to see my sister in the A and help her with her attitude and stuff like that. I know how I feel when you gotta be the oldest and have to do something. I want to encourage somebody. I say all this because I want to encourage somebody. This is what CJC Hood News is about, so that we can get to a day where you can laugh. If you can't laugh today, I understand why, but it will work out for you. You might not find nothing funny right now. I've been in those places where I'm like, dude, ain't nothing funny because I'm going through an injustice and ain't nobody standing with me in the injustice. So let me do it and teach them how to do it. And they sit down and listen. And that's what I had to do. I had to be the one to be like, man, y'all all sit down and listen, because y'all don't know what y'all doing, and for years, many years that people thought they were doing stuff, taking pictures and stuff like that, talking about what they were doing for the communities and stuff. Man, they ain't do nothing. And to this day, I still don't respect them. You understand? Because now at this age, they still ain't doing nothing. I still ain't seen them do nothing. Most of the people that do stuff that want to be seen by people is only because they want to get seen. I don't do stuff, partner, to be seen. You understand? I don't do stuff to be like that. And some people, they get off into all that. Like, look, I want to be seen doing this. I want to be seen doing that. I refuse to. I'm the person that refuses to do that. And maybe that's like you. Maybe you refuse to be wishy-washy. Maybe you refuse to be some sucker, on some other stuff. And you like, I'm going through injustice. I'm going through this baby mama drama. You understand? I had to do that. I had to go through the baby mama drama. You understand? I had to go through all that other stuff. And guess what? I was looking like, how do you come out of all that? You understand? How do you make it through stress? How do you make it through the stresses that you go through in a community, in a place that's low class? How do you turn that into something righteous? You understand? How do you make that a place of holiness when you ain't given the opportunity? But the first thing a person attached to you, hey, you just this, or you just another this, that, and the other. You understand? It can be difficult, you know. Now I'm gonna refer this back to the scripture. The Bible talked about how there would be a time where the leaders wasn't gonna visit the youth, the sick, the person that stays still. They ain't doing nothing. And that's this time that we living in. That's this time. Most people, the leadership ain't doing what they say they gonna do. Because when I was sick, they didn't come. They didn't visit. Did you visit? No. When I was sick, I went through. It was other people. It was one person that really helped me that I still respect to this day. Everybody else went about nothing, you know, at that time, for real. And I still feel like that. Like, you know, people that was helping me, I helped them back. You understand? I'm forever loyal to them people. And maybe that's you. Maybe you been through a point where, you went through all of this animosity. You went through all of these adversities. You went through the point where, you know, like they say, it's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. You know, when some of us heard it, it wasn't written all over our face then, but then it did. And we heard it and we started writing stuff on our face. Well, evidently you don't see it, so let me write it on my face. You know, some people in the hood, they started writing on their face to say, look, now you see what I'm thinking about mostly. You see what I love. You didn't never love my pictures that I drew. You didn't never ask me what I love to do. So now I got to write it all over me so you can get the point on what I love, you know, what I like to do. So maybe now you will love me. And most people that got that, most of the time, didn't get that love. They didn't get that love, so they started really putting it on themselves. They put it all out on themselves. They put it out on themselves because they didn't get the love. They started, well, hey, my mama, my grandparents, they never say, you know, we like your little picture you draw, or what do you like to do? Not what we want you to do, but what is it that you want to do? You know, like my brother he asked me the other day about my son. My son don't want to do everything everybody else is doing. And it's the thing. You can't just make people go do anything. You can think that they want to go play basketball. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to read a book. You understand? We cannot make people do that. And we have a tendency to do that. And maybe that's you. Maybe you've been through that. What do? How do you make a way of escape through something like that? How do you make an escape from the adversities and the animosities of that type of pressure in life? That's a lot of pressure for a person to go through. People are not doing, they not loving. And that's the main goal. And those people that go to churches, you're supposed to be the main one showing that love. And I'm going to be for real. I've been to a lot of churches. I joined a lot of them, you know, but through all that, I ain't feel none of their love, man. That's outrageous. I didn't feel none of their love. You know, when I went through what I went through, I still didn't feel none of their love. And to this day, I can talk to leaders that think they in position and stuff and think they know something, which they don't really know nothing, you know. And I come to them and I say, let's be mature about this. Let's get this taken care of. Now you want to be something in society, understand God give us promotion. But there's a thing we have to do. You have to do some decency and order, because I need your prayer and you need my prayer, and you need to forgive. I need to forgive you. And what I see is people can't do that. They hold themselves not guilty and stuff. And they act like they had the house of prayer open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But the truth of the fact of the matter of it all, that they didn't. And that's what a lot of people feeling pressure from. So we go do what we want to do. And then most people fulfill a sinful life. And that's hard to come out of when you don't know how to make it, man. When you got a family that ain't loving you, and you go to religious people and they ain't loving you. Oh man, what do you do in a situation like that when you ain't getting love from nobody? When you went and you made a commitment to God and you joined the fellowship and you gave your tithes and offerings, and all you ever get is automated telephone calls talking about, well, hey, I heard God say you're going through this. Did God tell you that my issue wasn't that issue? My issue was you becoming my issue by keep making automated phone call. Won't you talk to me straight up and be real? You understand? See, because where I come from, I did a lot of stuff. You understand? Where I talk to people. Are you so big to the point that you can't come back down and talk to people where they at? That you so automated. You got to leave a recording. I get recording messages from people that's in the religious world, and I be like, dang, man, all you ever do is call me about money, man. You just like everybody else. Where is the faith at? Why isn't God telling you what the Lord's saying? He wants you to increase your faith. I'm always hearing, the Lord want to do this. The Lord can do that, but that ain't my desire. So why would you want to give me a desire? That's hard. When somebody, is trying to tell you what God gonna do, and God is like, that's not what I even want to do. I ain't told you to say that. That's hard when people are in a place of religion and they call you and talking about, well, the Lord said you struggling right here. And what if that ain't your struggle? What if your struggle is, I just need your prayer, man. I just need you to consult me with what I'm going through. Stand with me in this situation and help me get out of that. It ain't what you think it is, then they get it all wrong because they think that's what I'm struggling with. No, that's sorrows. That ain't what a person's struggling with. And today you might be going through that. You might be going through some sorrows, and I want to help you come out of it. I want to really help you come out, because it ain't too many people that want to see you.
It just impacted me so deeply. The word of God.
It ain't too many people that want to see you come up, to come up. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see you really come up from nothing. And it's a shame out here that folk operate like that, by not seeing how people struggle out here. I mean, there was a saying from what Pac used to be saying, only the struggle continues. But I got a saying that the struggle is over when we go to God. But then for somebody else, it might be hard because they say, well, I'm going to God, but